Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over last week's trades and scalping that I did. Last week was pretty decent. We definitely stayed in the green all the way. Right now I'm looking at Apple because I am swinging Apple up to a year. I have a 1 year call out for, I believe, $225 on Apple. So I was just taking a look at that. Now we're over here just reviewing SPY. SPY, as you know it, is one of my favorites to trade. And I've also been super into QQQ lately. It has definitely gave me some really nice returns. So I'm starting to like QQQ a little bit more than SPY. Now I'm just reviewing SPY and the 30-minute candlestick and the 1 hour, just to see the type of trend that's happening. And I do see that we're kind of on a bull run, definitely on a bull run actually, and we're seeing a breakout every 15 minutes. So I'm seeing now that it's wanting to go back up, but I'm just observing to see what I have. So as we can see by the 15-minute, SPY is definitely rising, and that red hammer pushing up, that's called a hammer, or inverted shooting star. And that second green candle is going up pretty high and drastically. So I like to see that. And so I'm going to come back and see how it finishes out. I just went ahead and looked at TUP, and I don't even know. I quickly left because I'm not even trading TUP. I lost on TUP about twice this year, so I'm pretty good on that one. So back to SPY, I changed it to the 5-minute candle, and clearly we're seeing a very nice uprise. And I did buy into SPY. I ended up getting a call option when it was like on that first green candle, and I did take it all the way up to, I believe, 531.50 or 541, like around that range right there, which is the resistance. So I'm just waiting for SPY to see what it's doing. Emotions are high, and not because of anything that's happening. I'm setting my alerts here. I have really great risk management, so I'm not risking more than like $100 and $200 per trade, because I like to have, again, small wins that add up. I find it for me, like that's the best way I trade. I just go ahead and dump like $1,000 or $2,000 into a trade. My emotions get really high because there's a lot on the table that you could lose. But when I dump in a max of like $500, maybe 7 or 8, if I really believe in the setup and the trade, I'm okay. And I also found it to be very helpful to just always have my setups and be very patient. I'm not in a hurry to even always get into every single trade, because I know that one perfect trade is better than like multiple failed trades. And I think that's what I love about trading, is that, you know, 1 minute can be life changing, either for the upside or the downside. And as someone who's very optimistic about the future, and I love being the creator of my own future, I just find trading to be magnificent. And I truly think it's my calling, and I find it fascinating that I can wake up in the morning and, make a decent amount of money or even lose it. But I like to make it, and I think that I make it quite well. I think that I am a pretty good trader based on my experience. And again, I don't teach how to trade on this channel. I just simply go over my live trades. Like, this is all live, of me scalping, or live in the morning, throughout the week last week, just to show you guys. I'm not here to train or teach on how to trade, specifically because it takes a while to do that, and that's not what my content is based on. Here we are just looking at SPY again. SPY right now is on a downward trend when it comes to the 1 hour candlestick. And so iron was another trade that I made a lot of money on. I believe I bought iron during a breakout and then I just rode it all the way up because it was on a significant bull run. And I had a just amazing ROI on iron. So this was great. I think I was up about 50 to 70% of ROI on my iron option trade. So that was fantastic. I was just scalping iron because I'm in this like group chat where everyone kind of shares their like different trades and what they're looking at. And people were making so much money on iron last week. And so I wanted to get a little piece of the pie and I saw that the chart was great and I just jumped in and it was a great return. Also SLV was another one that was mentioned in the group chat where it had some pretty good significant bull runs. I did not specifically trade SLV because I couldn't find a good setup. And a setup for me is, I like to buy at support if I'm going up, or I like to buy at resistance if I'm going down, or like if I'm shorting. And I just couldn't find a really good setup for this. I mean, I could have shorted that because the 30-minute was showing that it was on the decline. But then when I would review different increments of minutes for the candles, it just didn't have a strong enough breakout and it wasn't going any higher in a way that I like for it to go. So I kind of just watched it, kind of let that play out on its own. Again, I'm on the 15-minute here. I think I'm going to go back to the 1 minute or the 5 minute just to see what it's doing. And you see it's breaking out and it wants to go up, but it hasn't broke that resistance of 29.50, 29.30 just yet. So in order for me to buy, it would have to go down to about 28, 27 so that it can try to rise back up to that 29 or possibly even break that resistance. And that's why I didn't buy into SLV because it looked like it was still trying to break the highest that it hit. So now we're back on QQQ. I totally love QQQ right now. It has been a pretty good one to trade, and the options come in so many different DTEs. So you could do 1 day, 2 days, 7 days, 20 days, whatever type of trader you are. You can definitely freestyle it. And, QQQ is another ETF very similar to SPY. So it follows SPY 100%. And QQQ, I believe I had a call out on it when it broke out and it did so well. And it moves really fast. Like within a minute, it could drop like 50 cents or raise, 50 cents. And so, that is something that I really do enjoy as a day trader. I don't really like when it's stagnated. And I don't mind that it's stagnated sometimes. And I am learning that when it does stagnate, it's totally fine for me to wait it out, right? If I'm in the trade, and I see that the pattern in the trade is running either on a bear run or a bull run, depending on my position, I just have to learn how to wait it out. So that's something that I'm learning. Now I'm looking at CleanSpark, which is very similar to Mara. These are Bitcoin miners. And on the 1 hour, it's definitely giving bullish. But I did have a call on here that expired worthless. So I was so mad. I was revenge trading, which I don't recommend. And I got a put on it. This was last week, and the put just made a tremendous amount of ROI, and it gave me back what I lost with the call and some more. So that was great. Now we're looking at iron again, and iron, I think I ended up shorting iron, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and look at my trades right now, but yeah. So overall, last week was pretty green. We did have a couple of losses throughout the day, but we were able to make that up immediately, which is something that I truly enjoy now. And something that I definitely love sharing with you all. And one thing that I do love about trading on Robinhood is the convenience, but I have learned that I am starting to enjoy Webull a lot more. So what I do is like if I want to do a bigger trade, but I don't know how it'll come out, I might paper trade it on Webull and see how the returns are, and then I'll immediately just buy it on Robinhood. But I've learned that with Robinhood, you can't really control your bid and ask prices as much as you can on other platforms like Interactive Brokers and Webull. So I might be switching over my brokers just to have more leverage on the trading. And Webull also has the same indicators and chart style that TradingView incorporates. So more to come on that, and we'll see how my transition goes. But so far, we will only be on Robinhood and a little bit of Interactive Brokers. So I did also trade ExxonMobil last week. ExxonMobil had a great amount of trends from up and down, and I believe I also shorted ExxonMobil. Especially on Thursday, the market had completely fell, and I was shorting almost every single stock that I found. Here I am just drawing my trend lines for ExxonMobil and just seeing how it had a beautiful pattern of A, B, C, D, of just up and down. And I was able to get in right at the breakout and take in some really great profits there. I do enjoy scalping for my trades the night before or during the weekends. I also love this new indicator that shows me the entry and exit points, and it tells me when a bear run is about to start and a bull run. So I really find my indicators extremely helpful. And so that's how I was able to generate a lot of great profits because of that new indicator, which is great and I highly recommend. Overall, this is my scalping and my trades from last week. And here, like I said, I'm just drawing my cup and handle and my patterns on ExxonMobil to determine when my entry and exit point is. So I will be posting my scalps and all of my trades for next week. I will try to do it more on a daily basis if I can. Not, I will definitely have these recaps for you all. Next week, the market will be very interesting and I will be scalping for it tonight. Most likely going to trade QQQ and SPY and of course Walmart. I've been so in love with Walmart lately, and here's Walmart right here. It had great ROI last week as well. So stay tuned for more. Bye.